Hey, Leonard. What are we having for lunch today?
Doritos with seal meat on it, with cheese melted, and then burritos.
What's in the burrito?
Not seal meat.
There. Imagine this is how like YouTubers vlog. It's just like holding a giant camera.
It's seal meat. It's definitely seal meat.
And so they might sink quicker. And so just like having that patience as you watch them, try to count like, okay, or you see their nostrils flare. They have interesting nostrils that'll move like that. You watch them breathe in, and then yeah, you can take the shot. But generally, if they've been swimming for a bit, they'll have more oxygen in them. But yeah, 3 bobs is like an easy sort of thing I always remember. Will then come from whatever safe position it's in. I'll always be looking to make sure it's like at least 180 degrees clear, nothing's in front of me, because bullets can skip on water. That once you hear the gunshot or we start waving, the boat can come, and depending on where it is, you grab one of these 2 gaffs. That's a nice one for hooking if it's like far away. And I would not be afraid to like really hook it anywhere in the neck or the head.
Doesn't seem too worried. It's a pretty relaxed animal.
His head was quite low.
Do you want to go to the rock now?
I think it would be wise of us to go on the
Looking for the seal?
Yep.
Where is that thing?
We know it's in the water.
It's in the water. We got the warriors with their free dive skills. Whoa, it's the rock right here.
One. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, now pull the far end of the net. There you go. Yeah. There. Now, if you want, you can gut it right there in the net. We did it! Woohoo! Yeah! You guys are the best! Whoop whoop!
What did you enjoy about the seal harvest?
I enjoyed being able to process the meat with Spencer, you know, be able to cut the fat off of the hide and just be able to cut some things. Not every day you get to do that, so.
Right now we're just separating all like the bloody fat and getting all the hair off to make some seal grease. And so that's what we're doing. We're also feeding the seagulls right now.
I don't really have a long explanation about it.
Well, you said they were like kind of like pig's feet.
Yeah, they're
right?
like pig's feet. That's the
Yeah.
similarity if somebody needs westernized context for it. Yeah.
My favorite part of the seal harvest was eating it. How'd the seal taste?
I was really surprised by the texture. I would have expected something like, I don't know, like kind of like, it's really like blubbery or something like that. But the texture is just like pulled pork. It's just like pulled pork with the little taste. Like it can almost taste like beef. It's dark meat, and yeah, that's what I'd say.
Tasted like seal. There's nothing to compare to it. So
It tasted so good. Hey Cass,
Yeah.
what you making?
So we are starting to make the seal oil, and the team trimmed it all up nicely for us, and we're starting it in a frying pan. We start with just a little bit of the seal blubber, and then as you look in the pot here, you can start to see that there's starting to be a layer of oil, and then we're gonna place it in a bigger pot and start to cook it down, and then these fat pieces will turn into what we call crackling.
Well, the thing with sea lion and seal flippers is that they were a delicacy reserved for chiefs, high up elders, matriarchs, and so we're hoping that some elders get excited about seeing this today.
Having that, I think, still something.
I think for me, it was so important and just inspiring to see the whole community come out and support these initiatives. And, when we reflect back to traditional ways of harvesting, it was always a community event. And so I'm really proud of the warriors and the youth being able to engage the wider community in these harvests, and really excited to see what's coming next.
Okay. So they came down to Pino and camped on Long Beach. Yeah.
The next one is gravied seal. It's something really common in my village. If you jar any meat, moose, deer, back home we jar moose, deer, mountain goat. You can jar beaver meat, you can jar elk meat, anything. And you just throw it in a gravy. It's a really easy dish. And this was like, it is like a bachelor meal if you got jarred food. Throw it in a gravy. Next we got barbecued ribs. Next we got, one of my favorite things you can get a seal is just to cook a whole rack of ribs. You feel like a caveman, but at least I think I look cool when I'm holding a rack of ribs. The next one is caramelized Vietnamese seal. It's based on like sweet caramelized pork. And yeah, it's just a cool dish. What do we have after that? Oh, we have some heart. It's usually oh no, we have pastries. That's kind of like sausage rolls, seal style, in a puff pastry. Then we have, oh, there is heart there. I didn't see it, sorry. There's fried heart, which is a favorite of mine, the heart of any animal. And then we have seal cracklings, which is like, when you make the oil, they turn into almost like a pork rind. And there's just a ton of calories if you're out on the water or out in the bush living that life. That's an important food. Here we just added salt, and it's kind of like chips, kind of like seal crackling chips, but there's some oil in it. And then the next one is the Vietnamese dish, and then we got bannock and some leaves at the end. Those are my eating leaves.
I like to reflect on the mentorship and how proud and excited I was to sort of pass that torch in a way, and to allow folks younger than me who are learning from me to hunt, and how meaningful that becomes, where I don't need to be the one taking the shot in a harvest, and to walk younger people through that process. It was so meaningful. And it just reminded me that I'm getting to that age where perhaps I can do more mentorship than harvesting these days. And how that relates to the community is it just speaks to the many different roles we have throughout this lifetime, and how important it is to have the elders there, the middle-aged, the youth, and everyone collaborating on these sorts of activities and in traditional ways of being.
Can you see yourself doing this in the future?
Yeah, I got to do it in the future. So.
Okay.
Would you ever see yourself doing it again in the future?
Yeah, definitely see myself do this in the future, or supporting you guys and doing it again in the future. That's for sure. As a matter of fact, Casey and I, along with Kellyanne and Chance, will do it again next week.
We're just happy you came here to eat, try seal, and hopefully you can spread the word that, you know, it's accessible and easy food, and Leonard and Andy are going to happily hunt for anyone in the village.
Just started getting into hunting this year too, and going out on my own, not on my own, but with like my friends and stuff, like kind of like gaining my own experience outside of the Warriors program, but like through the Warriors program, that's what gave me the idea. Like, it was one of those realizations I came up with. I'm like, I need to go out on my own or with a friend, and just, I need to feel that experience that they're feeling, so I could just like continue to like want to do that. And I've been able to do it. So this last year has been really good. I've got my first deer. And so now we're at this mark that like we're super proud of. It's just the most amazing thing ever. It's like, yeah, things like that were taken from me at a young age, that I'm gaining all this back, and it's just like, feels good. That's about it.
Let go.
There's no like being rushed out here. Get out!